Finding peace in uncertainty can feel so overwhelming, especially when life throws curveballs that leave us feeling lost, anxious, or afraid. But it's often in those very moments of doubt and confusion that we discover how close God really is. He isn't distant or unaware of what you're going through. He's right there with you, ready to offer peace that goes beyond what we can even understand. The Bible speaks directly to this in Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7, where it says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus." This verse is a reminder that peace doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from giving our worries to God and trusting Him to take care of us. Uncertainty looks different for everyone. Maybe you're waiting on life-changing news, trying to make a tough decision, or wondering how to handle a situation that feels way beyond your control. Whatever it is, the truth is, we all have moments where we feel stuck in the unknown. But God invites us to rest in Him, even when things don't make sense. Isaiah 26 verse 3 tells us, "You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you." That's the key. Peace comes when we shift our focus off of the chaos and onto Him. It doesn't mean ignoring what's happening or pretending everything's okay. It means choosing to believe that God is bigger than whatever you're facing, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Think about the story in Mark 4 verses 35 to 41, where Jesus and His disciples are caught in a storm. The disciples were panicking, convinced they were going to drown. But Jesus, He was asleep in the boat, completely calm. When they woke Him, He stood up, rebuked the wind, and said, "Peace, be still." And just like that, the storm stopped. Imagine the peace Jesus must have had to sleep through a storm like that. And the amazing thing is that same peace is available to us. When we cry out to Him, He's ready to calm the storms in our lives. Not just the ones around us, but the ones raging inside our hearts. So how do we find that kind of peace? First, it starts with prayer. Prayer isn't about saying all the right words. It's about being real with God. It's okay to admit that you're scared, frustrated, or confused. He wants you to come to Him just as you are. In Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls." What a beautiful invitation. He's not asking you to have it all figured out. He's simply asking you to come to Him and let Him carry the weight you're holding on to. Another way to find peace is by holding onto God's promises in His Word. The Bible is full of reminders that God is faithful and will never leave us, no matter what. Verses like Jeremiah 29 verse 11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future," are powerful truths to cling to when you feel uncertain. When you remind yourself of these promises, they act as an anchor, keeping you steady even when everything else feels shaky. And don't forget the importance of community. Sometimes we get so caught up in our struggles that we forget we're not meant to go through them alone. God created us to support and encourage one another. When you're feeling lost, reach out to someone you trust. A friend, a family member, or a pastor. Let them pray for you and remind you of God's faithfulness. It's amazing how God can use the people around us to bring peace into our lives. Gratitude is another powerful tool for finding peace. When we take a step back and thank God for the blessings in our lives, no matter how small, it shifts our focus. Gratitude doesn't erase uncertainty, but it reminds us of how good God has been in the past, which helps us trust Him with the future. Psalm 118 verse 24 says, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Even in the middle of life's uncertainties, there's always something to be grateful for. The breath in your lungs, the beauty of creation, the love of the people around you, and most importantly, God's never-ending love for you. It's also important to remember that peace doesn't always come instantly. Sometimes it's a process. It's about choosing to trust God moment by moment, even when you're tempted to worry. It's okay if you don't feel peaceful all at once. What matters is that you keep coming back to God, laying your fears at His feet, and trusting Him to work in ways you can't yet see. John 14 verse 27 is such a comforting verse where Jesus says, "I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid." This peace is a gift, and it's unlike anything the world can offer. It's not based on your circumstances. It's rooted in who God is. He is your refuge, your strength, and your constant companion in every uncertain moment.
So today, if you're feeling overwhelmed by uncertainty, take a deep breath. Know that you don't have to face it alone. God is with you, and He's inviting you to lean on Him. Let Him replace your fear with His peace, your worry with His comfort, and your doubt with His promises. He's not just a God of certainty, He's a God of presence, walking with you every step of the way. You don't have to have all the answers because you have Him, and He is enough. Trust Him, rest in His love, and allow His peace to fill your heart. One day at a time, one prayer at a time, He will lead you through.
Thank you for watching Light of Grace. If you found this video inspiring or helpful, please give it a thumbs up to let us know. And if you're ready to dive deeper into your faith journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We'd love to have you as part of our community as we explore more ways to find peace, purpose, and hope together. Stay blessed, and we'll see you in the next video.